Good night. Good night. Yeah, actually, I'll launch this because I think it's gonna really join. Oh, they didn't make it baldi. I said no baldi. It's not baldi. It's basic education and learning. It's a random stream. Also, I forgot to change the thing to description. Whoops. Oh, I just went on the tab. Oh. Look! Look! One line! I didn't even put it! Am I just crashing? Yeah. Look at this. No. We're gonna need some extra iron. I know recipe because I've seen a bit. Mortar, gold, glowstone, baked obviously yellow. What? Can you have another lukewarm motion? That's what I biggie. And the next one is what? What? Don't stop beating. Yeah, you only stop fish. Yum. Hey, Master. Yes, oh gosh. I want to see some cookies. We're gonna eat some ice cream. Talk. Oh, nobody's talking. And I have nobody in my live chat because, yeah. That's the wrong side of the ice cream. I opened the side with the frozen thing. Yeet. Oh, don't do it.
Platformer. Yo, the movement is clean, tight like a real platformer. That level design is crazy. Spins, jumps, and the humor, it's on point. If you ain't tried group platformer, get on it. This has me hooked. Best IB out right now. Kisses.
Why is it going up? It went up. It went up. Group and circle. Crane. Collect now! fool. So that was the World 2. Oh, Steve done. Oh, it is Allison though. Who got to have some deaths. Stop clicking! This too, stop clicking! You're getting too fast! And because of that, I'm gonna get you. Glad fight! But I'm lagging. Oh, some guy is left. I lagged so bad. Yeah, because of that. Dude, where's the cannon? It's long, Stucco. Huh? Noobs. And fun. What's that? What? Dun 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 dun. Cow. Bye, Citadel. Oh my god, I said 1 or 2. Wow, that must fake. SA million. Another time, very easy jumps. Kim. Like these. No! Oh wait, you just walk on it. I'm about to do nothing. Wow, Pete Doppers. What is this? I just found parts. I know, that was just playing. It's not a joke. Did you play Ito on me? Chef. Upgraded walls. I'm trying to get a secret. Look, secret thing. Pro Part 2. $600. I'm gonna leave. I have one ping, and it's for my stream. Do not say. I get millions of dollars every like 20 hours. Finevs, you're this. What? What? I didn't mean open Roblox Studio. Why the pigs? No going inside. If you no dying, this is a top secret. I'm just gonna get that door. Just I get iron. Redstone, redstone, iron. Oh, snag. Little piggies. Oh my god. That was that was funny. It make me fun up, but you're out looking. Those animals are so funny. They make me run up, murder out a king. The minions door. Yeah, that door. Coal, charcoal. Do. Maybe full diamond armor. Not a joke. Some stingy. Shocky brush. That's when you see I had to do some physical jade. Look, now we have the original one. Yay! You can buy those. I just sort of next game. And lock. Look at these goody pigs. Pigs. Wow, I'm so small. I said pigs. Ooh, HG had a pass through. Steal. Okay, well, I'm gonna make tacos, but it's called salsa. Pig is a meat. Oh my god. Spider is huge. It's gonna be like 7 chunks. Imagine that, 7 chunks in this pattern. Minus 2 blocks. No, you can't have it. I'm just gonna replace it instead. Like a swamp. A lush cave. That's a huge wall, to be honest. There we go. A whole lot. I messed up. Made an offset by 1 block. And I have to restart the entire thing because I want to be good. No. New wand, more walls. So I need an 8 user panels for 8 EOTech. 8 EOTech? What? What? That's nothing. Weapons. Yeah, it was spend the entire thing by one chunk. Always keep a soul on you. You should always. Oh, out of blocks. Why is it connected? That's a lot of food. You have to hold sneak. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know that you have to hold sneak to make these tiles. I just have a stack. Oh, it doesn't do the entire thing. That's why I need the big wand. Just eat everything in the chest. These are the things that I really need. Some tiles. Why? Let me just put a one piece. That's kind of something I need for later. I had to run out of block in 2 seconds. That's huge. And it was expanded by 2 chunks. Never gonna need diamond pickaxe. Maybe a lot more torches. Oh my god, they're spawning the choo-choo slime from this mod. Oh, it covers this! Oh, that's why it did spawn. There's out of range. That's small. Ah, yeah. It's easy to make it actual right. I'm gonna spam mega torches until there's no mobs. Maybe I'm on top of the trees. Because why not? I have decoration in 50. Whatever pig in FEF. No money, I'm using. Even this cable. Seven. So, yeah, we just chunk around it. Okay, well, it's my base. I think spend down and up. Because I thought down with it. That's so dark. Oh, Ivy! That's rare! Gold nugget. Give me Ivy. Let's gold. Please, please. No, you're gonna play this. You're very bippy. Also this. Where's my token? Who's the actual spot in phase 3? It cut down. Patches, I got patches. Hey, the golden ladies. What's patches? What's patches? Yes. Golden lady. Watson. I told him when I said. No. Dodge. How to dodge? 1. Don't dodge. Pass off, Venus. I forgot. Yeah, I have everything on. I prefer I was actually just go for it. Man, I have glitches. Glitches I know. Not anything else. This is the glitches, but you just do this. Like, a funny bug where you can actually clip in and just do the funny bug. I want to feel like kind of. Huh? Oh. Game kind of like this, but it's evil. Did you not read? What is this, man? I think you beat the boss before, like there was a boss. There's none of these Dashi Yamahuji. I beat the game before, but not his fault. Oh no, I need to show it to me. Into the car. And I close it open. Part 2. No, Finevs. No, wrong way. Finevs. Finevs 2. Wrong way. Hold on. Dude, just go in the thingy. The corner, you're gonna fall. You gonna play again. Finish, look at my live. Look what I am. That's the wrong way, boy. You're supposed to stand on this. Dude, you're gonna go the wrong way. Ultimately, apparently. Apparently that one jump is forward. Wow, so good. No. Yo, wait, do you wanna make a game like this? Instead? total run. I think that's a bug with the elevator thing. Because that's actually what? Alright, yeah, we'll see you again. Death in like 1 minute, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Oops. Hey, for the first jump, let's go. That's a bug. That's a bug. That's a bug. That is a bug. I'm trying to cough actually. What the fuck is No Escape 5? I don't want to say No Escape 5.
Bro, am I still live, bro? 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 Bro, am I still live, bro? 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 Am I still live, bro?
This is just painful, bro. Why? Oh my god, it's something on me. What the fuck is happening? Scene. Terrible. This is a full chunk for why you came up the chunk. Yeah, maybe I'm just going to the bombers. You might do it back. It's a beautiful day. Almost a year. Steel. Yes. Eu perdi essa service. Philips 2. You know such servers? I'm gonna search servers because fuck that shit. Oh, there's this mistake. Coca-Cola. Who the fuck joined? Connor. Duelos. Was everybody joining? Why is Duel here? Like, he's knowing code. Yep, I knew it. Oh. Wow!
Don't eat food in the halls. You know the rules.
Good God. Why am I here? I played also now already. Oh, I was looking test young. What is this? Look at him put a peak. I'm so good at some plays. No, the mining mission. What did I collect? This is my the kitchen. I'm glad we have this. You know, man, still stealing a test you when I mentioned it. I just ate instantly. You made a dumb stuff for bread. I'm gonna walk right now because of this. What time do we have? I probably could have things. Yes, I think it's titanium. Titanium. Yeah, I need this for rods. Click E. You can get armor, but it's easy. So clear this. Next we need What are we missing the roots? Never stalls. Never stalls. 264k lives. 64. Missing silicon. Certus. Silicon, Certus, quartz. Yes. We need 2. I'm saying guts and gold. Gold I have, infinite. Redstone I don't have. Summer or autumn, which is fire. Spring. Spring. West Temple. Tell shadow. My collection is actually very chic. I'm gonna need a spider eye. Yeah, I made a machine controller, so we have this thing, which is used for like 2 casts. Let's give him more buckets. Yeah, now there's an actual spot. Stop flower because the wheat is so fucking slow. And now we have a lot of bread. Which is probably enough for cooking. We need another salt toast. It's just what? Wait, why? Where to? Living gold? Look at it, don't play this, you dumbass. Craft 2 of these. Because our storage is only 64k. We need this, but sadly requires a void key. But thankfully it requires not a lot. Just an enchanter, which we have. Slime. And more slime. And iron. Yawn. of holding a bit of potato today. We need 11. Yeah, we need 11. We're gonna discover this apparently. Then I can upgrade to this, which is Leanwood. No, Leanwood is expensive. And it makes it way faster to buy. It's still enough. Low. Yeah, we're using a lot of power. Don't worry, my power is like peak. The kidding, actually did. There's some cheating ventilators. They need power. Where's the breath in the microphone? Nope. In the machine. One test deal. One plastic, one engineer costume. What? Or one CPU. It's still casting? No, it's not. What do you like to pee that you see? Let us chill in season. It isn't possible to miss the art morning. Get us up wide. Raining, touches God, and close your eyes. I make most CPUs to be honest. Open tab. There we go. Better. Autumn is used in the little flask. It's air. So we're gonna flask. We're gonna make our first evil one. Rune of Sloth. How many parents for that? Do we need a Rune of Sloth? One of them I'll buy. Everyone's crashing. Well, I watched Evo. Thought I did. Oh, blocks. Me too. Using glass. This is why I hate the audio game. Slow, annoying, and with 82 that's annoying, I know. But it's still fucking annoying that I have to manually cut these and get new items. Now that's actually something. And yeah, this the teleportation. You need 10G of this, another teleportation table, and atomic alloy. And of course, I will tell you. The tin ready, the tin ready, and the tritium. That's it from fucking lithium. We're starting by rooms. We'll need a vacuum iron chest, so we'll need some steel. A pulsating crystal? You saying I don't have a pulsating crystal? Fine, I'm gonna craft one. See? That wasn't so bad. This one actually, yeah. We need a hopper, and paper. And yeah, I was peak and I should have keep playing it, but bored. I was. What else for them? For mana stuff, we're gonna need mana diamond, mana and pearl. Need a powder, and a string, and this. And this. I think that's like useless, I guess. We just manually craft it. Oh, you guy up for that. Keep out the bar myself by getting the chickens. First, I'll make this thing. That's really small. No. Small. Not powerful, but now it's rich. it doesn't try to even pick it up. Nice. I know the guy wrote the dumbest thing. Hey, Britannia. Just was worth it. I should just be able to just get stuff in. What's pink slime used in? Slime. Oh no! We have to automate this? Oh, like, I don't know, like, not a lot of meat slime. But we were able to make 8 pink slime ingots. 8. That's shifting cost. Which, if I'm right, it's showing me that it just all the way. No, wait. Oh, it's just automatic switcher. Which is nice to be honest, because now it actually was worth it. But why am I not getting? Oh no, we need Elementium. And then I'm using a couple spots real quick. You know what? I hate that I'm poor. So instead, why not get rich? Star color and a ton of color. Alright, we need to do all of this. And then, I'm not kidding, after Britannia, obviously, you need to do, wait, where's Britannia? Oh, there, you need 10 to bajillion, 5 wounds, and the star color. Which, actually, not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. So we're gonna actually have to automate this. And I wanna automate this so badly. Why? Look at how bad it is. Look, it just takes a while and then we have to mine it. We're gonna use active formation planes and it's something that work. The 2000 unlocked. The pure daisy. What does it make? Okay, living rock, cobblestone, sand, packed ice, which is wasn't really good. It's no. This takes a while. My God. Dude, I've no storage. Yes. Yes. Finally, actual storage. And now that we have 2 times the storage, we need to upgrade this. I'm gonna make an ME controller. Yes, my entire subway. Alright, now you have a dollars. Storage buses. 4. Something. Piston. Nice. Now I have 4 storage buses. I'm missing actual pistons? No way. Storage. Now I have the 2 storage buses I need. Flex cables. Just make sure that it's bad. Then we have 4 storage buses. I have oak logs. We're gonna have a coffee table for no reason. Now you can see everything. We got a key. You're making entire automation stuff just for thing. Maybe I should actually clean this thing up. For the hell of it anyway. Oh, hey, we have a trade of Bane of Mana. We have Living Stone and we have Living Wood. Okay. Okay, so now since we have a slight automation setup, you broke something, Finners. Whoa! Finners, you broke the game. It's only connected with crossfire, so it's, yeah, I'm calling 82. So there's nothing. On game mode.
Wow.
Wow!
Oh yeah, but
Don't eat food in the hall. You know the rules.
Another storage bus. Wow. What are you here show? One. One of patterns. Okay. Okay. Sunny. Good.
Don't eat food in the hall.
Don't eat.
Wow!
Nah. Alright, I have to pee. Pete 150. This is actually automatic. Master of has 3 diamonds. Please take a class of crew. Download. And exactly 1.5. Oh, the best for real. I could crash there. With this, you know. No, so factory.
Today on Create Aeronautics, I want to automate noodle soup production. We've already got our pork chop situation sorted from our physics-based mob farm last episode, but now we need to automate kelp, eggs, and pasta. To do this, we create the most dangerous kelp farm using Create Aeronautics. I just took out like 3 fish with that. Oops. We find out how we can transfer items in probably the most strange way possible, and then all of that leads us to creating our first bowls of noodle soup. So welcome back to Create Aeronautics. Welcome back to Create Aeronautics. In the background, I have let the hoglin farm run and generated a ton of resources, because today the goal is to make ourselves some noodle soup. One of the key components of noodle soup is obviously raw pork, and so let's pick out quite a lot of that from our system. I've got a little packager with a stock link, so I can actually just take out packages of this. And for now, I think we'll take out 2 whole packages of raw pork chop. So as for everything else in this recipe, pasta is really easy, that's just dough, which we've obviously been growing a ton of wheat from our biodiesel factory. But the eggs and kelp are going to be a little bit of a challenge. Now, eggs, I think we'll start with first. I think this will probably be one of the easiest ones to do. I'll see if we can incorporate some of the create stuff to make this even better. But first, let's check how many eggs we have. 3. Okay, we have not many. We'll have to go on a little bit of a chicken hunt. Now, luckily, we do have a load of seeds, so breeding them should not be a problem. Yeah, there we go. We've got 593 wheat seeds. I'm just going to pinch them from here. I reckon that'll be the easiest way. Perfect. Also, in terms of space, I was actually thinking about doing it in this room over here, inside our biodiesel factory. So, yes, technically, this is a biodiesel and noodle soup factory. I think this room is perfect, and it keeps it close to our supply of wheat, seeds, and things like that, which we will definitely be using for our pasta. However, in the meantime, I'm going to grab some of the straw here, because with the straw, I can actually make some leads to bring over some chickens. Oh, I had a chicken. I am going to leave these guys. I don't know how many there are, but we at least have 2. And on the map over here, I see a ton as well, so I'm going to try and pick up literally every single one of these chickens. And the final chicken, that is, what, 5 in total? That's pretty good. Right, let's try and bring these guys over to the biodiesel factory. I don't know how to get these guys on the elevator. I think, hopefully they'll just walk up, but I don't think their pathing will let them. Okay, do I have like a half block? I have a depot. Maybe they'll stand on this, and then through that they'll get up. Oh, this is incredibly stealthy. I've got a better idea. What I'm going to do is bring them all up, and then hopefully I can just right-click them onto the seat, like this. That works. I'm sure I have 5. I seem to have lost 1 on the way here. Don't know how and don't know when, but I think 4 will do. We can go back and grab some more if we want. But for now, these 4 will be starting our chicken farm. So we need to do 2 things here. We first of all need to breed up chickens, because I can't lie, these guys produce them every 10 minutes, but that's only 4 of them. So the rates for this will be terrible unless we get more chickens. So what are the best ways we can do it? Well, first of all, we can obviously harvest all the eggs and use a dispenser to launch them. Or I'm wondering whether a deployer can also deploy eggs. So you know what? Let me pop a deployer just there. If I pop an egg inside, what happens? Right, it does launch it. In fact, it launched it at this wall here, so I think that would work. The problem is this system's actually a little bit overstressed. I have to put the speed down to 192 just to get it to work. Secondly, I want to get that muffling mod because these chickens are going to make an absolute racket. So we'll turn all of these off. Perfect. So to get power over into this room over here, I think the best way will probably be to bring up a shaft line over here. Pop a chain conveyor on top like that. I also really want to get power to here, our elevator. Right now, we've been using this water wheel with an analog transmission on it, and to be honest with you, we've had this for so long, this needs to go. So what I'll do is pop a gearbox like this underneath there, and power instead. And then lastly, I'll bring another chain conveyor in line, probably.
Oh.
And then we just need to hook that all up to our power. Now, I'll bring over a couple of chickens into this there, and then remove
Oh, bad.
the seat just there, make him sit there, remove the seat, and into there. Cool, okay, so we've got 2 here. Now we need to bring them up. I've obviously got seeds, and what we could do is actually bring some seeds through a frog over here as well, but for now I just want to test if this works. So, let's try out a deployer. Deployers need to have a gap space here, so we actually go over here and turn into it like that, with some seeds inside, and then I think I'll just power this all up with a shaft through the bottom into there, and that will breed them up. Now, I want to make sure, when this works, we're not feeding that baby chicken down here with these seeds, which we don't seem to... Oh, no, hold on. I think we are. They're all going down. In fact, yeah, we're feeding them quite rapidly. So that is working. The problem is we're feeding this baby chicken. I don't really want that. Maybe it's based on hitbox. So if I press F3B, yeah, I can see the baby chicken's hitbox is still in line with the deployer. But what I'll do, I'll take that out, and I'll move the deployer up by a block here. Now, that should cause a problem because it's not actually going to reach the chickens. But if I use copycat layers on the bottom, we'll see how many it takes until eventually this chicken is no longer a problem. So I've got a big brain solution. I have used a bunch of copycat layers here. I've made a full block with them, and I'm transferring these chickens back into that pen. Very simple. I'll just pop a seat down like so, grab a wrench, take out their seat, grab a lead, and then lead them onto this chair. Like that. Then we just wrench them, and they'll fall into the pod, like so. And what we should see is that once the breeding cooldown has happened, the wheat seeds will be going down because it will start feeding the baby. And all I need to do is just wrench this slowly, layer by layer, until the baby's hitbox no longer gets hit by the deployer. Yeah, they're being used at the moment, so all I need to do is lower that again by a level. We'll see if they're getting used still. They are, okay. Another layer. Gotta be careful it doesn't escape. I think that might be it. What's that, half slab? 1 extra layer than a half slab. And it still uses the seeds on the chickens above that hitbox. So actually, if that's the case, I've got an even stranger idea. Why don't we replace this copycat layer stuff with just an andesite funnel upside down? That's literally the exact same size. So if I pop that facing down, we actually pop a barrel underneath it like so. And that's how we're going to be getting our eggs. That's actually such a sick strat. That's going to be so easy. Right, awesome. So now we've got a way of breeding up the chickens. We've also got our harvesting already sorted for the eggs. I'll be honest, it was a lot better than what I originally thought to do. Originally, I was actually going to use Create Aeronautics for this. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, but it's probably a good thing that it doesn't work. My idea was to make a big platform of seats here with a chicken on every single seat and then just flip them upside down. I mean, they fall off, but flip them upside down so the eggs would just fall. Unfortunately, they can't sit in the seats. Although, to be honest, it's probably fortunate because this design is just weird. We're going to have a gravity-powered egg farm. I don't know if that sits well with me. Anyway, I'll bring over my last 2 chickens from here, like so. And I'm pretty much happy because... Whoa, how did you get out? How did you get out? I'm very confused. Did you slip through the gap? You shouldn't be able to slip through the gap, pal. Okay, well, if you're going to be like that, I guess I'm just going to have to pop some glass in front so you never escape ever again. Thank you, mate. So whilst I'll let that breed up and create some more chickens, I might as well replace that barrel at the bottom with... Let's have a quick look. I reckon a shipping container. And I'll pop a 3x1 shipping container like that. Also blends in, looks really good. Cool. So that is our egg farm now completely sorted. As for kelp, well, we've got a couple of different options. Now, I would like to make a proper automatic farm because right now we've been using semi-automatic things like our harvester where I have to manually drive it everywhere. And this is super fun, don't get me wrong. I love all the create aeronautic stuff. But if we're trying to automate something for the factory, we kind of want something like this, something just passive. However, I kind of still want to mix aeronautics into it, so I'm going to try out 2 different methods. And I think I'll go for my aeronautic method first because I've actually got no kelp left. And before we make a farm, we obviously need a little bit more kelp. So let's try that first. For my aeronautics method, I want to use our already existing helicopter for this. And I'm going to actually build an attachment with the rope connector down here. And what do I want that attachment to look like? Well, I basically just want a big
Don't say
we can cut all of it off and store it all. And it's going to be pretty easy to design. So what we're going to have is a vertical item vault in the center like so. Going to come off on every single angle here with some girders. I think what I'll do is just have 3 industrial iron blocks and then pop our mechanical saws on the end like that, but on every single side. There we go, that looks pretty good. You know what, I'm also going to right-click them with a block of industrial iron to turn them into the industrial iron bearing, because that just looks a little bit nicer and blends in. Then on top of that, we'll hold shift and right-click a mechanical bearing on top, and that will be the thing that actually spins all these blades. Obviously, we need to power that mechanical gearbox, so what I'm going to do is come up here quickly and pop a vertical gearbox there with our portable engine, like so. Then we obviously need to glue up and decorate this. There we go, I think that's a relatively simple design. Actually remove the industrial iron here, just so that we can have that spinning blade looking a little bit snug here. Let's just test this all works. We first of all need to glue it all together, like so. I think that will cover it all. I now give this some charcoal. It's now spinning. Perfect. And so then I can just honey glue the top section here. Oh my goodness, that pinged me mine. Turn off the bearing, and then we can physically assemble the top bit like so. And I have to turn it off again. Oh no, the glue's not working. Hold on. Okay, not sure what happened there. I have re-glued the whole thing, and now this is actually all physically simulated, as you can see. And once I give this some power and right-click that bearing, it will then spin. So now what I need to do is pop a rope connector here, and then right-click it. I think, hopefully, that should still connect it in my inventory wherever I keep this rope up in, so that should be okay. I should be able to just disconnect this and turn on our helicopter here and get this thing a little bit airborne. So I'm almost hovering above it. I'm going to get out quickly and grab my rope coupling and try to connect that to here. Brilliant. And then I'm going to just whack up the thrust here. Move myself back, hopefully lift this thing off the ground and not crash into my building. Great. A bit more thrust maybe. Yep, perfect. That's now coming off the ground. And whilst that's all going on, I am going to try to pull this thing up just slightly so I can get access to that engine because I now want to actually set off the bearing. You can see it there. Can I right-click it? Great. That's now spinning. Check that out. So now if I lower that a little bit, okay, we should now be able to drive over the ocean and hopefully harvest some kelp with this. This is so incredibly scuffed. Right, let's pop the analog strength to about 4, and that should mean that we're grazing the surface of the water with this. This should be heavy enough as well to not float. And now, we are harvesting kelp. That works. That's so cool. So this is my second method. This was the semi-automatic method. And to be honest, I'm well chuffed with this. This works really well. I wonder if I can drag it down by 1, although I feel like I'm going to touch the water. I'm a bit scared of that. Yeah, I don't trust that. I don't trust that. Anyway, I'll just drag this over some of our kelp fields and hopefully grab ourselves a little stockpile of kelp to begin with. And so that we can make an automated farm. And not only was this effective, but it was also a ton of fun. Unless you're a fish, and then there might be some serious complications. I just took out like 3 fish with that. Oops. Oh, dolphin, please do not walk into it. Right, let's lower this down until it touches the ground. Like so. And then I can grab my shears and then turn this down. Right-click that. Now we're disconnected from our little kelp farm. Ooh, and parked it. Perfect. So, moment of truth. How much kelp do we manage to get ourselves from that little adventure? Let's find out. 1.7k. What? It's not actually a bad solution to get kelp. I still think we're better off getting a passive farm going though, just for simple ease of use. So the perfect spot for this passive kelp farm will definitely be this river here. And I'm wondering, can we get away with using a windmill bearing with windmill sails? Now, not there's going to be much wind underwater, but I think it might be an interesting way to try and passively power this. Let's see. Does this work? Moment of truth. It does. Okay, so we have a windmill underwater. Interesting. Look, it was between this or an underwater water wheel, both of which are cursed. So look at the space. If I pop the windmill bearing there, that gives us a distance of probably 4 or 5 blocks out like this. Yes, I've got it running at 6 blocks now. That seems like the perfect radius for it to go around. Yeah, so I've got this at 6 blocks at the moment, and that works in a perfect circle and gets every single block in that radius. So what I'll do is I will dismantle that. I will pop 6 saws on like so. I have a couple of girders like that, a couple of barrels for storage as well, and we'll cover that all up so it looks a little bit neater. Yeah, I'm liking that build. And then lastly, we need to take the items from somewhere. So I'm thinking to pop a portable storage interface on probably the end over here. So you know what? Yeah, we'll take out that girder and we'll replace it with one of these guys. And if I glue that all up like so and set that on its merry way, we now have a kelp farm. I just need to have kelp. Awesome. Just to show that's working, I'll pop some dirt in the barrels over here. I've got that portable storage item interface over here and a chute. So when these two match up, they should sort of kiss and then, yeah, there we go. And all the items should pop down here. Perfect. But we don't need the items to be down here. We need them to be all the way up here. Specifically, I want them in this room here with all the chickens. So how are we going to go around that? Well, I've got a couple of ideas. Now, the distance that's got to go pretty much diagonally. And we could do that with a belt, but that would look incredibly ugly. So there's surely going to be some better options. Now, one of my less sane solutions is the weighted ejector. Crafted like so, the weighted ejector launches items to a destination here. You give it power, and then when something enters it, it will fling it over here. But the problem is, I don't know if this is going to be too far of a distance. But there's only one way to test. So if I grab the ejector, let's say we had a little point, maybe like here, for it to go on, it would have to jump all the way over here. So how do I do this? Shift right click, that'll select the target, and I guess we can see right whether this is going to work. So when I make my way down here, ooh, it's still green. That's a good sign. It's still green all the way down here. Surely that's not the case. There's no way that can go that far. Well, there's only one way to really test this works. Let's crank this all the way to its maximum like that. And if I pop some dirt on it, it should launch it. Right, hold on, let's see where this landed. I'm going to go free cam for this. Did it land here? No, where did the dirt land? Oh, here. What did it get stuck on? Yeah, there's no way it can go that high. Now, it could be because it's traveling through water, so I'm going to give a go with moving this outside of the water. Okay, let's try here. I still think that's way too high. There's no chance. Okay, stack of dirt on top. Yeah, it just shoots it into this wall. Now, that being said, we could try to... collect it through this grate over here. That might also be a solution. So I played around with that idea for a little while and nothing really worked. I even tried the copycat ghost blocks so we could shoot items through that grate, but the distance that it was throwing items just really wasn't working, and so I had to approach this with a different method. So my next solution is probably even more cursed than the last one. Now supposedly I could turn this storage interface into a minecart contraption, and if I have it as a minecart contraption, I can do some really interesting things with it. For example, I can have a portable storage interface here, and as long as this whole thing here is part of one minecart contraption, I can actually bring the items all the way over here. Now I don't know if that makes sense, so I'm going to just try and demo this instead. Let's have a portable storage interface like that, and then we'll have our temporary items like this. So these two should marry up and kiss, and these two should marry up and kiss. So when I glue all of this together, I'm going to take a shoot from there, glue all of this together like that. And this can be any block. I'm just using fluid pipe because it probably fits with the build a little bit more. So let's try and glue all of that like so. I'll pop a powered rail there, a cart assembler on top like so. And just make sure that's also on lock rotation so we don't have any problems. We'll do that. And then obviously I need to glue that up to there. Supposedly, when I give this a redstone signal, we should see that it turns into a contraption. And these two are now kissing and these two should kiss. No, why did that not connect? Okay, so we can't connect minecart to minecart contraptions. It has to be in the world. Right. Okay, I might be a genius. Let me quickly just test this. So what I've done instead is I've got this placed in the world. It's a portable storage interface with a chute, then another portable storage interface pointing into this one over here. It's probably quite difficult to see. There you go, this one over here. So this is in the world, this is a contraption, and then this will be a contraption. And hopefully that will bridge between these two contraptions. Oh, right. I also need to add somewhere on this line, I need to add some form of storage, because obviously the items have to have somewhere to be stored to then be outputted over here. So as a test, I will pop a barrel just there, obviously not where it's going to permanently live. Now, hopefully that should work. So I'm going to quickly drag some items in here. That will then marry up, that did work. And then, we're wirelessly transferring items. This is massive, this is so sick. Okay, right, this changes everything. We can have wireless item transfer from here to our base. Okay, so I want to kind of match this up with how I've got the chicken stuff over here. So what I've done is I've copied the same shipping container, and this will be for our dried kelp. And I thought the brown suit's the same colour scheme as the dried kelp, so I think that kind of makes sense. But let's say we've got an item line running in from here. I've also snuck a barrel just behind here, so we don't have to worry about storage on the line either. But let's place in, oh, I didn't know I could do that. But let's place in our portable item storage like so. And then we need to send the kelp somewhere, dry it, and then pop it over here. So I think the best way we'd probably do is if I had a brass funnel like that, dropping directly onto a depot. And this will be our regular kelp. At some point, we then also need to blow campfire air over it, and that will heat it up, turning that into the dried version. So then we need another brass funnel that's specifically taking the dried kelp. For now, I'm just going to put something else. Let's use a fluid pipe as the filter. I just don't want kelp coming in there. And then that can drop onto a funnel here, which will intake all that dried kelp. Cool, I'm liking that. The problem is we still need to get that fan set up over here. Chaps, I've done it again. I'm a genius. So this is the current setup that I'm going to go for. I've got a funnel going down here, and then another funnel taken in, but I've set the filter to dried kelp. I've then got a fan here. We didn't need the deployer anymore. We've actually reached the maximum amount of chickens we can have. Because if you look at the vault, there's some raw chicken in here, which means entity crime has occurred. A couple of them have died, and then we've got all their drops here. So I will need to take them out at some point. But that is the maximum amount of chickens, so I'll remove the deployer. That is then going into a fan, sucking in campfire air, meaning that this gets smoked. So when I pop some kelp in here, or when kelp drops down like that, it will get smoked, and then we should see it turn into drop.
Get some power.